What is up, guys? My name is Andrew, and today I want to explain what's been going on with the channel over the last few weeks in case you're not aware. So if you're not a part of the Discord and you don't follow me on any sort of social media other than YouTube, you might not be aware of what's been going on in the past few weeks with the YouTube channel. You might have even stumbled upon the issue and not known what to do. Well, in this video, I'm going to explain kind of what that was all about from my perspective, as well as what you can do to prevent that from happening. So yeah, let's start with what was that. So over the past few weeks, the channel has been being terminated off and on over and over. So if you had gone to the channel during that time, you might have seen that the channel either A, doesn't exist, or B, has been terminated due to scam, spam, or deceptive practices. Now, I know that doesn't really sound like anything that I would do, so that's exactly what I was thinking when I got the message. But let me run you through my whole perspective of this situation so that you can see what it was all about, as well as what I did to kind of fix it. So this all started last Tuesday, not like last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that. So last Tuesday, the end of September 2018. I had just uploaded a video about an hour prior, and I was outside working on a fence when I received a phone call from one of my friends, Central. And he told me, Andrew, you should really go check out your channel. It seems like something's going on with it. I'm not quite sure of all the details, but it seems like your channel is down, and I don't really know what this is all about. Apparently, one of the mods from the Discord had told him to contact me about this. So I took the call, and I'm like, oh, something's down with the channel, huh? I'll go check on it. Now, in my eyes, this was probably a prank or something. I didn't know what was going on. Why would the channel be down? That just doesn't make any sense. So I came into this thinking it was a prank. But that all changed when I looked at the Discord. Everyone was freaking out saying, Andrew, your channel is down. What's going on? It says it's down because of spam, scam, and deceptive practices, but that doesn't sound like you. That's when I knew it wasn't a prank. I went to look on YouTube, and sure enough, the channel was down. It told me that it was terminated. And that for anyone who's spent a long time doing YouTube, that's the fear that you feel when you see that. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's just like all the work that you've done is just gone forever, and there's nothing that you can do about it. But anyways, for clarification, I went to look at my email, and I got an email from YouTube, and they had told me what I had done wrong in the most vague terms that they possibly could. Essentially, they said, hey, hello, Andrew. Your channel has been terminated due to a severe incident of spam, scams, or deceptive practices. So I started talking with the Discord saying, yo, guys, what do you think could be, why is this happening? And a lot of them said, you know what, your channel was probably hacked. So I kind of jumped on that bandwagon as well. I was like, yo, the channel was hacked. Something happened with that. So I did the appeal. YouTube gives you an appeal when the channel is terminated. I did the appeal. I said, I don't know what's going on. Please review this. And the next morning, the channel was back online. Everything is fixed. Hooray. It's awesome. But it wasn't to be. I uploaded a video, and about an hour later, the channel was terminated again. Same exact thing. Spam, scams, and deceptive practices. Now, I had been dumb, and between the last termination and this termination, only a day later, I had not changed my password because I was dumb. I just forgot to do it. So at this point, when the channel was terminated for the second time, in my eyes, the channel had been compromised. I was like, this is a hacker, and he still has access to the channel even after they've restored it. I've got to go and reset my password and everything. So what I did is I reset my password. I enabled two-factor authentication, which I should have had all along. And I also completely restored my phone. That wasn't the main issue that I did that, but it did help. Because in my eyes, a hacker could have been getting into my channel through the phone because it was connected. So I did a complete factory reset of my phone. And I submitted the appeal as well. I said, guys, I still really don't know what's happening. I think a hacker's in the account. Please review this. And the next morning, the channel was back online. Hopefully everything would be over. But alas, it wasn't meant to be because I uploaded a video, and the next an hour later, the channel was terminated once again for spam, scams, and deceptive practices. Same exact thing. YouTube sent me the same email. Still as vague as before. But at this point, I at least knew that it wasn't a hacker. This was either something to do with a bot that was either terminating the account, or this could have been something that actually was an issue on the account. Maybe I was using something that they classified as spam, scams, and deceptive practices. So when I received that third termination, I went and completely reread the terms of service and the community guidelines. I came very up to speed with those to see exactly what had happened. Not to mention, I also branched out as far as I could with finding help for this issue because I really didn't want the channel to be terminated. That would be horrible. So I contacted at Team YouTube on Twitter. I contacted, or I made a post on Reddit for like what's going on here, asking for some help. I made a post on the YouTube Help Center, and I contacted the partner support. Now, not everyone has access to the YouTube partner support, but I figured I would use it anyway because they're probably helpful. At least with partner support, you get a human who's going to be talking to you. In addition to all those things, I submitted the appeal again saying, hey, YouTube, I still don't know what's going on. Please explain what this is all about. And once again, the next morning, the channel was back online. But this time, I had a hunch. You see, the previous 3 times that the channel went down, it was all about an hour after I'd uploaded a video. So at this point, I figured probably one of the reasons that the channel was going down had to do with me uploading a video. So after this third reinstatement of the channel, which was on Friday of that same week, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to upload a video today. And sure enough, the channel stayed up for a full 24 hours. But then on Saturday, I decided, let me upload a test video, something completely innocent that could not possibly be seen as spam, scams, or deceptive practices. So I uploaded a video of me drawing a lion, and you'll probably see that on the channel. It's a very short 2-minute video of me talking about drawing a lion and drawing a lion. And it had nothing. It was very tame as far as the title, description, and tags go. There was nothing spammy, scammy, or deceptive about it. But still, an hour later, the channel went down. And at this point, I'm freaking out. Because here's the thing about those channel takedowns. When they terminate your account, let me explain this first. YouTube has a community strike system. So if you do something bad, you get a community strike. Now, if you do something really bad or a bunch of things bad, you get a channel termination. And a channel termination is permanent, and they give you 1 chance to appeal. So every single time that the channel goes down, I was afraid that this is the last time that I would ever see it. All the videos are gone. Everything is gone forever. I mean, we just reached 5K. I'm super hyped, and then this happened. So you know what? That's just how, I guess that's just how life works. You got to roll with the punches. But anyways, so every time I appeal it, it's one person looking over the appeal, and if they like what they see, they'll put the channel back up, and if they don't, that's it. You don't get a second appeal. You're done essentially. So I mean, it gave me so much anxiety. I had trouble sleeping some of the nights when I was waiting for those appeals to come back. It's terrifying, and I hope you guys never have to go through it. And I'll talk about that at the end of the video so that hopefully you never will have to go through it. But anyways, the channel had gotten terminated. At this point, I was getting responses from partner support, the actual human that I was talking to, but they weren't really helpful responses. She was really just pointing me to the terms of service over and over. So every time I would say, hey, this is my issue, it seems like the account keeps getting terminated and unterminated, she'd say, well, if you don't want it to get terminated, check out the terms of service. So, I mean, it wasn't really much help there because I had already read the terms of service and I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. But anyways, after I got the channel back for the 4th time, which was on Sunday of that same week, I decided, you know what, I'm just not going to upload videos until people help me out. And at this point, I started messaging other YouTubers as well. So like Catherine of Sky is one of the YouTubers that I messaged. And I mentioned her in one of the Factorio videos because she's one of the people that kind of inspires me to do Factorio. And she said the same thing had happened to her at one point. And she gave me some advice and I followed it. It was pretty much what I was already doing, but it was helpful to know that other people had gone through this before and that I wasn't alone in getting the suspension notice when everything seems so tame on the channel, you know? But anyways, responses started to come in. Team YouTube actually looked into it, and I don't know if they had done anything, but they did come back to me with an update saying that the channel was back, which I knew because the appeal had brought it back. But I'm not sure if they had actually done anything. Still, I was scared to upload a video because like I said, every time the channel gets terminated, it could be the last time. It might never come back up. So I was kind of terrified to upload videos, and I was very paranoid. Finally, a couple days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, so that would be Tuesday. So Tuesday of this week that the video is being released in, I uploaded another test video, and that was me drawing a monkey, which was another completely innocent video of same thing, completely tame titles, descriptions, and tags. And not only did I do that, before I had uploaded that test video, I also went through every single of my videos, and I had 400 videos. I deleted any video that seemed sketchy. So I used to do CSGO betting way back in the past. That could definitely be considered sketchy. Although it's not strictly against their terms of service or their guidelines, I mean, it could be something that they were looking for. So I deleted all those videos. I also went through and checked on my tags, every single video, tags, description, title. I changed anything with the word hack, anything with the word scam, because I heard that these might potentially get a bot to be on your case. I went through the tags and I made sure that they were as simple as possible. So there were some places where I had misused tags, but it was clearly an accident. So what it was I had used, for instance, episode 1, but I accidentally carried that over to episode 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 because I had copied over the tags. That's typically what I do when I make a new episode of a same series, is I copy over the tags from the previous episode, just because it's pretty much the same thing. When you have Space Engineers, Let's Play, etc., you're going to use the same tags for the next video. But that could have been one of the problems, is that I had episode 1 or starter base in every single video of Space Engineers. So if that was the problem, then I'm glad I caught that before the channel was gone for good. And I'm very lucky that they actually did appeal the thing. But anyways, after I uploaded that second test video, the monkey one, it seemed the channel didn't go down. And so I started uploading real videos, and that's where we are today. So if you're seeing this, the channel's still up, and that's great. That is amazing, and I'm so glad that this is over, and I hope it never happens again, and I hope it never happens to you guys. But I think it should be over for my channel, and I'm so glad. So that brings me to a couple of major points. How do you protect yourself and your channel from going down the same path that mine did? And now this is something that's very important, because a lot of channels, the vast majority of them, you see them all the time on YouTube help forums. The vast majority of them lose their account for good. They just are gone one day and they're not coming back. The appeals come back denied, and that's it. It's over. So how do you prevent yourself from becoming a YouTube termination statistic? Well, first and foremost, read the read the terms of service and the community guidelines thoroughly. I'm talking about, you know how you go through the terms of service and you read them quotation mark and you don't actually read them? No, go through the terms of service and actually read them. Read every single point. Make sure you understand it, because if you break the terms of service, YouTube can terminate your channel without notice. Well, they give you notice. They tell you they terminated it, but that's it. They don't tell you why. They just tell you that they did it. And then read the community guidelines. Community guidelines explain to you how to upload a video, and then pretty much how to be a good YouTuber. So read the community guidelines. If you're making any sort of gun video or anything like that, or anything of questionable topic, like any video about terrorists, any video about hacking or scamming people, be very careful. You might run into these problems. So choose your next steps very carefully. Make sure everything is absolutely clean in your videos, and that if this ever happens to you and you have to submit that appeal, make sure that reviewer has no problem bringing your channel back up. The next thing, and this is the vast majority of problems that happen with suspended channels, is you have to be absolutely clean when it comes to those tags and descriptions and titles. You cannot use any sort of clickbait that is false. So if you put PewDiePie in your tags, for instance, and I never did this, but I've seen people who have done it before, and PewDiePie is not in your video, your video can be taken down. And if you do it multiple times, your channel can be taken down. If you put something very similar, like hot girls in your tags, your video can be taken down just for that. So don't do that. None of that. No clickbaity sort of tags to get your video more views. Nothing like that. That goes for the channel description as well. If you put tags in your description, this is a huge no-no for YouTube. If you put tags in your description, your video is going to get taken down. And if you do it for multiple videos, so each video that you do that for is going to get a strike. So if you have more than 3 videos, that's 1, 2, 3, your channel's down. Just like that. And if you're doing that, if you're putting tags in your description, the appealer is not going to be on your side. You're going to lose your channel for good. So definitely make sure that you do not do that. I was very lucky that all of the appeals that I put in came back approved. I was extremely lucky, especially since I had some kind of sketchy tags in the past with those false episode 1s and starter bases, etc., etc. Even if that wasn't the issue, that was sketchy. So definitely make sure you're clean as a baby's bottom, or clean as a cucumber, as I was saying in the Discord incorrectly. But anyways, that's going to be this video here. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments section below, because I did go through this and I kind of understand how it feels to go through this, and I really don't want you guys to ever go through this. So if you have any questions at all about how the terms of service or the guidelines work, post those down in the comments and I'll try to find an answer for you. Even though I'm not 100% clear on it, because YouTube has not been very clear on it to me, but I do understand it for the most part. So if you have any questions, post them down in the comments. If you like the video, which I hope you do, because I really like having the channel back. It's amazing. And it was getting a bit dark during that week and a half, but I'm glad it's finally over. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next real video. Hasta la vista.